Welcome to another episode, of course, part B of Home Run Pipi, Just a Minute Wakili. And I'm here with another Wakili, Julie. Anasema nimuite Nimo.
Yeah. Hi, Juliet Wairimu Kamau. I'm an advocate. I'm very passionate about family law and entertainment law.
The last time I had someone talking about family relationship, we trended, so we are going to avoid that. People are, watu kumbe huku nje wanakapitia.
Yeah.
Is it true that divorce has gone up?
Yes, it
Really?
has gone up. I feel like if you have not experienced it personally, because apart from divorce where people are married and they separate, there are a lot of issues when it comes to just co-parenting. So it already shows you that divorce was inevitable.
Tolerance level imeenda chini.
Yeah, so there's so many issues, maintenance, divorce. So there's a lot of broken families, and I feel like it's a societal issue. I
really feel like right now is the best time to be a family lawyer.
Yeah.
In business perspective. We are talking money. I'd want to be it's more better to be a family lawyer than a corporate lawyer in terms of mangondo. But what is the most common reason why people break up or have these divorces?
It's usually mostly, I believe, it starts with finances. Finances is a very, very big challenge.
Stop laughing in the background.
And I even feel finances is even an issue for people to get married, let alone to lead to divorce. Like kuna watu hapo kwa finances wanakosana.
Wanafichiana pesa.
And it might not even allow them to walk into marriage. And I think that's why even in marital counseling, that's one of the topics that they're really including. And that is one of the things. You can also sit down with a couple and you realize family being extended family, in-laws, infidelity, definitely. Infidelity. Yes.
Cheating.
Yeah.
Now let me ask, why is it that they call it infidelity for men, but wrong DNA for women? Like kwani
Wrong DNA for?
Like mtoto tuliachana juu mtoto tulipata si wangu. What happened? See, she cheated. Do you know that is backdating cheating? Nikawa mtu akutumia receipts ya chakula ulikula like 3 years ago. You know get? Like when discovered you said after 3 years ukilisha mtoi mwenye si wako, then you have to think about first of all mtoi si wangu. Umekuwa ukipotea support. Second of all,
attachment.
She cheated 9 years ago. I don't know, the fact that akona mtoi inamaanisha hukujua.
Wanasemanga mama ndo anajua baba mtoto.
DNA guys, DNA. I know they added 3,000 on that. They're trying to make you not take DNA tests, but hear it from me. Nisikizeni. DNA is better than heartbreak 9 years later. Like, she cheated 9 years ago. Alafu ukilipa school fees. PP1, 2, 3 na play group here. Back to a story. But that was painful. So infidelity.
Infidelity.
Finances, infidelity.
Yeah, families.
Infidelity imenitouch juu DNA. Kuna estate flani huko. I know I have a lot of lawyers in here, but I'm not going to mention it today. I want to save you guys time. Kuna estate flani. Iyo is lands.
Yeah.
They have families in the estate. 2 families, 3 families. But I'm not covered in that level. So let's keep it out of there. So apart from the divorces and all that, what does family law take?
When it comes to family law, there's the divorce. We have children. We have the marriages. It's majorly those ones. Inheritance also. Yes, inheritance also when it comes to matters, succession. Yeah.
Will. Sasa kama mtu anataka kusoma
Yes.
will, nyinyi ndio mna handle will na kuandika pia.
Yes.
What is the right time to write a will?
Even now.
Kama sasa hii meza yangu nataka
hata sasa hivi unaweza andika.
Lakini mamungu ataka pia meza.
Haiwezi kosa mahali. You can write a will at you're never too young to write a will, as long as you understand what it is you're writing. It's good to just leave people with something to work with. I'm saying that because there's always contention, not in every instance, but there's always someone who feels like I should have gotten more.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed about inheritance, the more the wives, the more the chances the lawyers are eating more. Yeah. I think the fewer the wives, guys, if you have money. Like, sio na maskini akipigania. Wakona maskini akipigania na bibi. Mabibi wengi, but yes, there are big families that have actually fought him for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a billionaire, kindly have a will. Yeah. If you have 2 bikes, write a will.
Yeah. It happens that way because for purposes of succession or inheritance, layman.
But most of the time I see they still contest the cases.
For purposes of succession, a wife is a former wife, ex-wife. As long as this person is a beneficiary, they are dependent on you. They are meant to benefit from what you have left behind, and that's what people do not understand. So an ex-wife can come and fight for her right, and when it comes to succession, inheritance matters, she is recognized as a wife. Ex-wife, former wife, first, second. Yeah. They are a wife. Then we have those people who can show evidence that they have been dependent on you. So you think that you're hiding a woman and your child that you have with her from your wife, and you will not have any consequences. But the day you die, that woman will come with the M-Pesa transactions and the school fee receipts. And and because of that child, for the sake of that child, she is meant to
receive something.
Yeah.
Cash, guys, cash.
Yeah.
Don't say I told you, they didn't tell you, man. Cash. Always cash. Usilipe school fees na M-Pesa. Cash. So message M-Pesa inaweza kuuza. Cash.
Yeah.
Cash. Guys, cash.
I have not advised that, but
Me too. I have not. Yes. I am winking with both eyes. Yes. Anyway, apart from family law, of course, you practice copyright.
Yes.
And that is why we are here today.
Yes.
I had to ask that question for TikTok. Yeah, now we have a 10-minute TikTok interlude to go by. You got me on my TikTok. And then I'm going to be asking them, will you be married after 25 years? People on TikTok like things like that.
Yeah.
But artists really go through a lot in terms of putting their work out there.
Yes.
Recording. Marketing. And then sometimes we don't even know how to earn from our craft. But Wakili Ashley had already told us earlier on that you can register your work.
Yes.
You can get paid. We have even talked about split sheets for producers, songwriters, and the contributors of art. Yeah. Now, how do you protect this work, and what are the benefits of you protecting your work?
From a general perspective of the law, the importance of, because a split sheet is just a fancy name for a contract, but in this industry, you get. So the benefits of a contract is that we have the terms set out. I know what I am supposed to do. The other party knows what they are meant to do. And it's legally binding. And a contract, you can lay down if maybe we disagree and
Yeah.
we want to cancel this contract,
Yeah.
we've already laid it out. In case of 1, 2, 3, what
Yeah.
are we going to do? And in case someone does not meet their side of expectations,
Yeah.
you can take them to court and say, see, we signed this.
Yeah.
This is what was agreed, and this is what has not been done. Or maybe if you have decided before we go to court, we go through mediation.
Yeah.
You go through the mediation. And you solve the issue, and then once you can't do it, you move now to court. And a contract just gives you the security of, in case of, in case of, I can be hidden under the umbrella of the law, and I can defend myself. But the other side of it is that, because most people we like to do quick work, kazi mbio mbio. I know you, you know me, this is what we want to do, let's do it. Unfortunately, things may go wrong, and then you come and say, aliniambia, tulikuwa tusha agree, tulisema. You can't go to court and say tulisema. Yeah, where is the evidence of tulisema
pesa fulani?
Yeah, how can you prove it? And so many people, they end up being frustrated because there's nothing written down. You can't say this is where we signed. Yeah, this is what we agreed on, and they have not done this. And you can't take someone to court, and there was no contract.
I have a question from a photographer, yeah?
Okay.
He says, for example, I'm paid for a wedding, then I take nice pictures, and then give the client, then I use the photos for marketing.
Yeah.
My company as a photographer. Is that subject to copyright issue from the owner of the wedding whose pictures are there?
Yes, you need to communicate with your client.
Yeah.
This has happened to me before. I've gone for a photo shoot and they let us know, we want to use your photos, even if it's just one. We would like to put it on our page just for marketing. For this person, they won't necessarily be taken to court to be sued, because they've not registered a copyright. But it's just good to communicate with your clients, and there's something called a rights clearance form where you just let them know that I think at a squeeze there are some events that as you're registering, they've written there, we will use your photos, and they tell you agree, disagree. Just to let your client know that this work will be used.
So you need to have that form whenever you're going to these weddings, and
it's just good to include it. Because you see now the problem with this industry is we want to be held at a professional standard, but we don't want to actually
to work professionally. That's the problem.
The
industry is professional in levels, but the actors, the artists, we don't want to get to that level. So we need to first play our part as artists, and if we need to be protected by the law.
Yes.
I hope actors are also protected.
Yeah. They're in the same industry.
I want to be an actor soon. I don't know. I can't have facial expressions. You need to frown, be sad, cry. What can make you cry like right now? Out of the moment. Like you're told, we're going to give you a role. We're going to pay 2 million shillings. But if you cry right now. 2 million
shillings.
Yeah.
2 million shillings will make you cry.
For 30 seconds.
Yeah.
No, like not whatever amount of money that you're thinking right now, just make you cry. As an
that
actress,
amount should be your nini.
It will make you emotional.
Motivate to kueleka. Kai Mungu Baba umenibariki leo. Mimi umenipea 2 million Baba. I can't believe it. Just thinking about how God has sent someone to give me 2 million to just cry.
That would be the easiest gig ever, you know. I'm just here thinking about what I would do for my studio. I'll be looking at my camera.
I know.
I'll be like, I bought you with my tears.
You see, that will make you cry. Thinking of what
blood,
you do.
sweat, and tears.
Yeah,
So,
that is a motivation.
You've told us it's very important to protect, yeah? Maybe you can tell us what are the cases that you have encountered in this practice?
So I've not reached a point of now taking them up legally, but most of the issues that come, because I was just having I overheard a conversation of a group of artists, and they were complaining on how they do gigs, they do events, they are called on short notice, and most of the time, the promise that is given and what is delivered is not. Yani sometimes they even have to lower their expectations.
We have seen even cases of artists leaving the stage because of performance.
Yeah, it's like you're going to work and you've already told yourself, in case anything goes wrong, I will just leave. Your expectations are so low, or you're there performing and you're like, let me just have fun. Hata kama sitalipwa, at least nilijibamba, and that is sad. I've spent, I think, the past 2 years around artists, and I have seen the creation part of it. I have seen the practice that goes into it, and the delivery, the production, and it's costly, and it takes time.
Yeah, very.
And so you sit down with artists, and so I overheard this conversation, and I remember I asked them, do you feel like the law has played any role in your industry? And they said, no, we don't even know what the law is.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, if I'm not even getting paid, how am I supposed to pay a lawyer or a manager to handle my issues?
Do you know how the truth is? About 80% to 90% of artists never actually benefit from their art.
Yeah.
And most of them don't even get to grow their art enough to be able to afford it.
Yes.
And one of the biggest problems that I have noticed with this is the fact that the protection bit of artists only comes when they're collecting royalties monies. Like the CMOs are good at collecting money, and the artists have not been incorporated. The one time we had artists there, they also did their thing and disappeared.
Yeah.
We really had hopes in them. I'm not going to name names again because, of course, I have lawyers, but I don't want to keep them busy. So, artists ourselves, I feel like we need more education. Yeah.
Yes.
And one thing you said earlier on about getting there for fun, you just described Nairobi's dating scene. Yeah, Nairobi kwa hivyo. You unaishi hivyo kama msanii, you live, that's why there's anguka nayo. Yeah, anytime you can leave. So basically, when I look at what you're saying about being around artists and their stories, mostly we find it's on enumeration, kulipwa.
Yes.
How can the law protect us in terms of kulipwa? Because not all artists can afford, okay, nafanya gig ya 5,000 shillings. Wakati ya kunilipa. Ama wanipe Del Monte. I was once paid with a Del Monte.
Yeah, they do that. They pay with food.
Yeah.
And drinks.
Juice. I was given juice. Yeah, 250.
Bring a +1.
Yeah. Now, somebody gives it to... Kwanza umenikumbusha.
Yeah.
That was last.
Nakutrigger.
Yeah.
Juice.
Yeah.
Na ukakubali.
It was a Christmas. Ukubali ama you are in shock. Unaikunywa juu sauti imeisha. You've been emceeing literally for 8 hours. You play with Kenyans. Afadhali huyo mwenyeje kuambia kazi mzuri na uende. Good job. Also another one that I cannot mention here because lawyers are very expensive.
Yeah.
Why are you guys so expensive?
I was actually going to go into that, but before I go into that, let me answer the other question. You have to be willing. You see, the same way you've invested, you have mics, you have a camera, you have a light. It's good to just invest in a lawyer to even just draw up a contract for you. That contract can even just teach you the basics. Just to teach you how to make a contract for your work. And I know in this Nairobi, in this industry, people might not want to contract you because they know ule anakujanga na contract.
Yes.
Na si tunataka mtu anakuja mbio.
Wa backdoor.
Yeah, you know. But it's just good because it takes one person to take that step. It
True.
takes one person
actually
to take that step and be like, I'm good at what I do and this is what I do. Because we will always be complaining and saying US is like this, the industry, because they do things professionally. And even there, I believe one person decided,
you can't be eating
sitakuwa natokwa do hivi.
Yeah.
The other reason about us being expensive, we have a certain, do I call it a benchmark of what we can charge. We even have something called the Advocates Remuneration Order, where hata ukikosana na client, unamwambia ni sawa, you take that act, you write down your prices and you go to court and you're like, amekata kunilipa na hivi. Yeah, because like us, I believe it's 10K. We are not supposed to go below.
Amwendi chini ya 10K?
Depending with the case, but I remember in KSL we were being told ufai
kucharge chini ya 10.
I will na bei imepanda definitely.
So
KSL 10 years ago.
That was 10 years ago, man.
Yeah, because we were in KSL kitambo sana.
But I
remember there's a
I'm here with the Mzekobes of KSL.
Yeah.
They're telling me they didn't even have parties there.
Guys at the end of your party.
I was there emceeing for one last year. Oh my God. You need to
end of your party yetu ilikuwa kusomea hizo 9Ps bana.
And then go sleep. Walikuwa naanguka leo baada ya kupita.
Yeah, so you know there's this amount that we like haufai tu kwenda chini ya hiyo bei. Like surely you'll put everyone out of business.
True.
And for me, maybe this might not be taken kindly by gatekeepers, but I believe that in this industry there needs to be a benchmark. You say like if it's for bands, there's this benchmark they should not go below, because there are bands that suffer because I will not mention any nationalities, but there's a specific group that has come and they're charging way cheaper. And so you get that there are bands in Kenya, but they will not get those jobs. You get that there's an MC.
Oh, you've spoken about
you know, and then they're like, where's a big wig? Where's the charge kama nani? But imagine if you had a benchmark and it was like for these jobs you should not charge. Yeah, so kuna watu rate card zao zimetupwa nje. Yeah.
I'm gonna base it on a town called Machakos. So this is the problem.
Yeah.
You decide, my name is MC Pipita. I'm gonna be doing club gigs for 5Gs or nothing less. If you're doing anything less, let's do 3K.
Yeah.
Okay? For 4 hours of work or 5 hours of work. That was then when I was in campus, yeah? So I got there. Another MC comes and is like, you guys, Pipita, a college boy, taking 5Gs from you guys. No, just give me 1,000 bob. And that comes Zinga. So by that, they drove me out of market. Because for me, I can't go below my 5K.
Yeah.
I could go for a whole year without a show.
Yeah.
Because that MC is there. When we go to school events, you say, okay, I'm not going to take less than 20 Gs.
Yeah.
They're paying MCs 30K, but they're writing 20. They're giving MCs 5K. The guy takes 5K and goes to dance with a whole dance crew.
Yeah.
So you see, easy benchmark. I actually firsthand have experienced how these ones, they need to be added. When they need to be an MC remuneration order.
Yeah, there need to be.
How do you want to pay someone 500 shillings?
Imagine.
Per night? Na me shout what wame dance.
And you have transport there.
Yep.
You have
food.
You have rent to pay.
Yep.
You have to grow your craft.
You have to wear.
Yeah. You have to dress up.
Yeah, utakuwa tu ube dress up tu ovyo. And you know, kwanza when you're in this showbiz, you need to be changing your clothes every time. So I actually stopped posting on the
what
gram.
happened to Nani?
You know, it looks like you can go even to your gram and it looks like you're on a TBT every time. You have the same clothes.
Yeah.
It's like you went to the same shoot. So yeah, as I feel like that part, can we do something about that?
Yeah, I strongly believe there need to be there should be policies.
Yeah.
Policies to govern because the entertainment industry in Kenya is really growing.
Very.
It is.
Yeah.
And me, I'm telling you firsthand, I see the effort that is put into this work.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
And some of these people have families. Some have to send money back home. And at the end of the day, the same way I have to pay Wi-Fi, I have to pay so that I have access to reading, and people in the entertainment industry also need that. Yeah. And I believe that is how that should be the benchmark. What is needed, they have to get their skills sharpened. They have a lifestyle. You know, we can't always be looking up to Hollywood. We need to make our own.
Even in Kenya, we pay our own people. How do you pay someone 20 million?
Yeah.
And on the same stage, have a Kenyan artist, you're paying 100,000.
Yeah.
That's so unfair. I think one of the big artists who I will also not mention.
Yeah.
Akona kisirani. But these artists once refused to share stage with Nigerian artists.
Yeah.
Because Nigerian artists were getting paid 2 million for the same stage as they were getting to 50K.
Yeah.
That's robbery.
It is.
With actual violence.
It is. Si lazima wakushike mashati.
Yeah.
So there need to be policies.
This entertainment industry is so exploitative.
Yeah.
And I think the law should now come up. Do you think the current legislations are enough to guide?
No, they're not enough. Then there needs to be, and you see, especially with the Gen Z movement, this industry is really going to grow.
True.
It really is, because they're very creative. Like, that is one thing about Gen Z.
Yeah.
And so there need to be policies that are up to date with now. You know, say we are not living the times of it's just TV as your source of entertainment.
True.
There's Instagram, there's YouTube. Someone can just sit with their phone for 2 minutes and they've created something that will trend forever.
And change their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there need to be policies that come up. We have to be a bit aggressive with making these changes. I'm not saying we go maandamano. I am just saying that we need to be persistent in insisting on having policies that look out for the nitty-gritties, like payment, things like that.
Yeah.
Because atakama I tell you to go and register a copyright, but on this other hand, you're struggling with jobs because you have a contract, and then this other, I've not really helped you. No, I've not helped you. But if there's a law that covers that, such that uku you're registering, and also here you're protected with there's a baseline on how this payment should be done. Yeah. It's like having this inaitangwa competition act. It's like that. Yeah. Like the industry needs to have a market where it's fair play for everyone.
This mambo ya rate cards, mtu atoa tu out of the head $2,000 tuache.
Na kukwe tu na ka benchmark such that one creator does not feel like, okay, I want to follow the law. Yeah. But now the law is, it has become such a hindrance for me to get jobs.
True.
That the law will encompass everyone. Because people want to grow, but if lazima nipitie back door ndo ni grow. It's quite unfortunate.
And international artists that come to perform in Kenya definitely come with very good performance contracts, because see, like in the last year, Diamond could not perform on his event, and it was because the managers cited unsafe conditions. See, like the way they are protecting the artist. Yes. Yeah, my girl.
I couldn't even go. Damage from the beginning. Yeah. Apologies to the event organizer.
Yeah. She was actually scooted out of that venue.
That was the biggest flaw, because now where will she go to next?
She won't come to Kenya. She won't come. Okay, attend her Habanos. She loved that club, but yeah, but she wasn't. I think she wasn't treated well personally. They threw tear gas at her, and this is a precedence you're putting for international artists. It's not the first time. We had the same issue with Diamond as well, with Willie Paul, that altercation.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to bring in more the law into this, because I feel like I know we have a lawyer here with so much into Pose. Big up to you, man. Utamshata kwa episode yako. Hey, Pose. Napenda. Hata mimi nazapenda kwa shabiki kama huyo. Inakuwa crazy. So I'm gonna let you give us maybe a final word, a piece of advice to an upcoming creators watching you right now, and maybe is wondering what is the benefit. Why is PP bringing copyright lawyers on the show?
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
I'd tell the creator that it's good to protect your craft. Just think about the effort you have put into being who you are, and think of the I think sometimes we just want to be creators here, but think of a global kind of mentality where you want to be marketable, not just in Kenya, but in nations globally. So as you're creating your craft, and as you choose to come to us to be your lawyers, to help you protect your craft, just think of being marketable internationally, not just here in Kenya, because out there, the global market, it looks at the professionalism that you have. And I'll use one person as an example. We have Just Ivy Africa.
Yeah.
Look at her. Look at the growth that has happened on her platform. That is what is professionalism. And you can tell that she does not play with her craft. She knows what she brings to the table. So even you need to know what you bring to the table and choose to protect it. And just have global, international standards.
Hapo sawa. Unasikia? You need to brand yourself.
Branding muhimu.
Buy our merchandise on the link below.
Yeah.
Branding important. Below, subscribe, like, and share. But also make sure you buy our brands.
Yeah. My consultancy is called Wakilisha Consult.
Wakilisha Consult.
Yes, Wakilisha Consult.
What are your specialties?
As the name says, it's a consultancy. So family law, I will be doing copyright and international law.
So yeah, if you like the artist DNA, you can always reach out to Nemo. She can help you to banjuk out of that marriage. Hey, yeah. So that you can. Niko na pick up line. Yeah. If you know the artist's DNA and yeah, they got protected by copyright. I know. I have my lawyers ready. Anyway, thank you so much for being here with us. It's always a pleasure to have our Wakili here to give us a minute of their time. You guys and your peas. That is Just A Minute Wakili. My name is MC Pipita. Like, subscribe, and share this episode. Till next time. See you. Bye.